got here, I'm not too sure. Look, 7 times. Dave, you have called me 7 times. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm kind of getting a tattoo here, buddy. You know what I mean? I'm really busy. Can you tell we're really busy? We better go.
Yeah, let's go.
Poor Dave. I'm coming, buddy. Yeah, you just called again. Like 30 seconds ago, he just called again. Let's go and make a surprise visit. Privacy, please. We should really respect that. Hey, buddy. You've been called. Dude, you called me how many times? Can you unlock this thing, dude, please? I was here.
What's up?
What's up, buddy? Woo! Sorry, dude. Welcome.
Salt Lake is also my favorite. Salt Lake City and Rhode Island are probably one of my favorites, and Lexington Comic-Con.
Okay.
So I do have my favorites, and I wish they did. I mean, if it happens, it'll be great, and I would like to be part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they should definitely do it. I think it's appropriate. I think if you're up to it, it would definitely make sense for you to be there. You know, it's just, but you got to take your time, you know, and as we were talking in terms of like mental health, and, you know, people say it, and sometimes it almost seems like in some ways it's almost become cliched, but then when you're dealing with a situation like this and then the grief from it, you do need to take your time, and, you know, you shouldn't be rushed into it. There's a guy, Jason Wilson.
Found a video from 2013 where me and you were on this mat and I was testing you and you were breaking and breaking, and I literally said, can you handle it? Basically, can you take the cave from me?
Hold on! Let's go, soldier! You hear this? Yes!
If I died tomorrow, I'm good. I know he got someone that can take this. Don't let it die with me, it's too important. There's a term, you know, generational trauma. Basically, trauma being passed down throughout generation through generation. But if trauma can be passed down, so can healing.
That I follow on Instagram, and he's in the martial arts, and he has a martial arts school out in Detroit, I believe, and he's you know, huge on mental health, and he has a book called Cry Like a Man, and, you know, just the ability to express yourself and how that can, you know, because stress, it can take away your life, it can add, it can just, you know, give a young person an old face.
Yeah, stress definitely ages you.
It ages you,
definitely.
You know,
stress is probably the number one killer.
Yeah.
That is out there, and I would want to see. I will see if I look up that book, because there is that stigma that men don't cry. You shouldn't cry. You know what I mean? To be honest, I saw Jason cry a few times, and, you know, he would be embarrassed, and I was like, don't be embarrassed. You know what I mean? I'm a crybaby. I don't know. I cry for anything. So to me, I mean,
and that's something women have over men. You're not afraid to, you know, be emotional.
Like, I'm emotional. I cry for anything, to be honest. I am, even when I'm angry, I cry. Like, I'm just a crier. But it goes back to the stigma. When I first saw him cry, I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I haven't seen a man. Exactly. I've never seen a man cry. I never saw my father cry. You know what I mean? So it was just, but then when I was able to see that he trusted me enough to cry in front of me, that really broke me down. I used to tell him, like, please, like, I don't want to see you cry because I can't. So we would just cry together, because I'm a crybaby. So, but, you know, there were times that I wanted to cry, but I had to be the strong one for him. You know what I mean? When his mom passed away, it was a very unfortunate event, you know, to lose someone so quickly. You know what I mean? We lost her in like a year, less than a year after being diagnosed with cancer. So it was just super quick, you know what I mean? And he was also working, you know what I mean? So we were actually at a convention when they told him, you know, she only has a few hours left. So think about, you have to put on a happy face for everyone that comes in, because people want to say they understand, but they don't understand. You know what I mean? So they would, if he had like a bad face, if he was angry and he was mean, or you would hear that and that would break him, because he's like, I give so much to everyone and I try to be positive and give everyone that, you know, positive, you know, experience. But sometimes, like, you know what I mean, we forget to think that he could have been going through something. So we were at Rhode Island Comic-Con and he got the news that his mom was going to pass, and I'm over here taking care of people, trying to find a flight direct from Rhode Island to California, so that when we're done he could just fly out. And you know, it talked a lot about his character, that he was able to keep a straight face and be smiling, kikiing, like we say, and his mom was dying. So it was hard, because again, he didn't want his fans to see him sad or break down, because, you know, people don't want to see that, I guess.
Yeah, so it is okay to express yourself, let it be known how you're feeling, happiness, sadness, gladness, be more human. Like an old Reebok commercial, that there was an ad where they showed people doing a lot of exercises and working out and pushing themselves. And I like how they said, be more human. And it's not just the physical way, mentally as well. That also another way to be more human.
Yeah, we definitely all need an outlet to let things go and have that, you know, stress is the number one killer. So having an outlet definitely helps, and putting yourself in other people's shoes. Like right now, I have my YouTube channel where I do post a lot about Jason and our past experiences, even like old videos and stuff like that. And, you know, I have some people that say, well, you're doing it for clout. And, you know, some people say, thank you so much for showing that part and keeping his legacy. But I have a lot of people saying it's clout. It's not clout. It's my outlet. My outlet to, you know, those tough days that I feel like giving up myself is I have that, and I get online and I'll do a video and it makes me feel better. You know what I mean? When he passed away on my son's birthday. So I was already.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
You know what I mean? And the first message I read was from someone was like, where were you? You know, where were you? Why didn't you help him? Why aren't you talking? You know, after the news started, I knew a lot before, way before everybody else, but you know, and that hurt me, because it's like having someone to trust, which, you know, I feel he trusted me, and I saved him countless of times, more than I can say, more than 10, my fingers on my hand. But, you know, it was his choice at the end to self-delete. And I don't think anyone could have changed that at the point that he was. If he would have gotten help prior, then maybe he wouldn't have gotten to that point. But sometimes I feel like once you make a decision like that, there's nothing anyone can do.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm big on prayer. You know, that's my thing. You know, just make sure you got your outlet. Writing it down, journaling is good. You know, if you don't want to tell everybody how you feel, maybe you're not ready to do that, write it down. You don't have to keep it in your head. Once you see it on the page, you can, as long as you pour it out, you can, you know, you write it, you can crumple it up, throw it away, erase, whatever you want to do, but at least you got it out. And you don't need to just keep it bottled in.
Definitely. I mean, his poetry, the JDF Spoken Truth, was definitely a way of him, you know, letting it out. I just think life got to him. You know what I mean? There's things that the public eye doesn't know what's going on with him. And it's not my place to say, but you know, sometimes we feel trapped, and feeling trapped is not easy. Like I can tell you the truth. I've felt that way a lot of times, but you know, I believe I'm strong in prayer. Like you say, I believe in God, and Jason believed in God as well. I just think it was mental health. You know, you need help. You need to go to therapy. You need to, I'm a big believer in therapy. I don't only believe you go to a doctor and he gives you medicine. That's it. No, I believe in therapy. I think therapy, you could need medicine, But definitely having therapy is the best thing. You know what I mean? And I think that feeling trapped and going through so much at one time, that's what really drove him to, feeling like there's no hope.
Since his passing, and we know that, he had other things going on as far as he was big into the martial arts. He is a martial artist. All of the styles that you mentioned that he was into, are his schools still active? Can people, kids, anybody go and still learn?
So I am not a martial artist, as you can see, but he taught me so much.
Don't sleep.
No,
Don't sleep.
he taught me a lot. He was such a good teacher. Like, he could teach you anything. I never thought I could break a board, and I broke a board in like the first try.
That's what I said. Don't sleep on
You know
people.
what I mean?
You never know.
Don't you wish you were a Superman? Take off to the sky. Or don't you wish you were a Superman? Against oppression we rise.